I'm like way taller than you. Hi, everybody. My name is Rachel, and I work. Okay. I'm a sexual assault advocate with the Riverview Center, and that's what this benefit show is for. We're raising money for the Riverview Center. For you all that are not familiar, we're a free and confidential agency in Eastern Iowa that serves survivors of sexual violence. So we do quite a few different things. We do medical advocacy, legal advocacy, peer counseling, support groups, and prevention education in the area. And we are the only agency that serves survivors in like northeastern Iowa. And we are nonprofit, so we do benefits and things like that to help raise money. In the very back corner, we have a ton of cool goodies and merch and such. If you would like that, please grab some. And then we are going to pass a jar/cup around for extra donations if you are willing to donate. So thank you again so much for coming out. Amelia is going to play, and Melina, and Audrey, and give it up for Griff, who's amazing as well. So again, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thanks, Rachel.
Myself for the things that I did, and I don't want to start over again. I made my point when I left our hometown that I'd never be like you again. Did ya do it for my need? Did ya do it for the drugs? Slowly killing off that big heart, or at least what's left of it. Girl, you could have had everything, but now you're just a vagabond. And I know I was right there with you when we had the cocaine blues. That shit never meant anything to me. Man, I lied to you. Did ya do it for the money? Did ya do it for the drugs? I'm slowly killing off that big heart, or at least what's left of it. And I wish that you were stubborn or so stupid, 'cause girl, you'll never learn. And I don't believe in heaven, and I don't believe in hell, but girl, you're gonna burn. Did ya do it for the money? Did ya do it for the drugs? I'm slowly killing off that big heart, or at least what's left of it. Girl, you could have had everything, but now you're just a vagabond. Yeah, now you're just a, now you're
Thanks a lot, guys. My name is Amelia, singing some songs up here on the stage for you guys. I put my money on Dinah. She's really good at math and skills like that. She's way too cool to skip any of her classes. She wears horn-rimmed beetles in her hair like barrettes, in her hair like barrettes, in her hair like barrettes, in her hair like barrettes. She's wicked bad at frisbee. By wicked bad, I mean wicked good. She's way too cool to skip any of her classes. She wears horn-rimmed beetles in her hair like barrettes, in her hair like barrettes, in her hair like barrettes, in her hair like barrettes. I put my money on Dinah. She's really good at math and skills like that. She's way too cool to skip any of her classes. She wears horn-rimmed beetles in her hair like barrettes, in her hair like barrettes, in her hair like barrettes, in her hair like barrettes. She's wicked bad at frisbee. By wicked bad, I mean wicked good. She's way too cool to skip any of her classes. She wears horn-rimmed beetles in her hair like barrettes, 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 barrettes. I tried calling you on Saturday again, and it rang, and it rang. You see, it's difficult, 'cause when the big man came and took me away, really broke my baby's heart. And it rang, and it rang, and it rang, but she never came. And
till she did. And she said, I don't know, I don't care anymore. Leave me alone. Stop calling me on my telephone. You broke my trust all on your own. Your gaze through the glass on visiting day was so hello. I said, hey baby, did you bring the money? They said you could bail me out today. And she said, I don't know, I don't care anymore. Leave me alone. Stop calling me on my telephone. You broke my trust all on your own. No, you can't come home. No, not with me. When did we get to the point of no return? Was when you shot my baby down. Baby, I'm gone. I tried calling you on Saturday again, and it rang, and it rang. Thank you.
This song's about consuming responsibly and using the power that we have, which is in our pockets, our money, and spending it on things that are good for our community. I was eating La Calle before this. I really hope that just never stops. Like, maybe if I could just go to sleep, wake up and do today again tomorrow, that'd be a good way. Groundhog Day. I know about that.
I don't want to upset you, no. Seems you left me no other choice, no. It's hard to hear because they say oppression's dead and done, but it thrives and it's got funding. In a capitalist economy, iconographic imagery is never without history. Your purchase is a vote. The tribal nations still exist. They're well alive and more than this. They're not a cartoon mascot or a store-bought tribal print. Whoa, well, respect what's sacred. Whoa, well, it's not a fashion statement. Whoa, well, it doesn't belong to everybody. Whoa, well, don't buy in, don't sell out. Don't buy in, don't sell out. Da-do, 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 do-do, da-do, 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 do-do, 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 do-do.
there's a problem with the headdress at a music festival, 'cause it cheapens the whole people. Whoa, whoa, respect what's sacred. Whoa, whoa, it's not a fashion statement. Whoa, whoa, it doesn't belong to everybody. Whoa, whoa, don't buy in, don't sell out. Don't buy in, don't sell out. Da-do, 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 da-do. Thank you. I'm just gonna sing one more song for you. Thanks a lot. And then my sister Melina's gonna come up. Wide open, guess what? I'm gold like you and I am split like the ocean. I bet you'd see right through me. Why would I set myself loose? Why would I even want to? Who am I to try to break down all your walls? Who am I? I am your words, not nightmare. I will strip you bare. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm split wide open. Guess what? I'm sick like you and I am alive on the inside. I bet you'd love a peek. Well, why would I set myself loose? Why would I even want to? Who am I to try to break down all your walls? Who am I? I am your worst nightmare. My daddy taught me how to play the guitar. You wanna save me when I don't need you to. Well, maybe I'm not done. You're my worst nightmare. I might strip you bare. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. Bring it down, bring it down.
And ain't it something else? That relentless, endless silence you mailed me last week. That constant tunnel vision view of the backwards half of you skipping out my door one late summer night, and me, alligator tears pumping like breaking bottles to the floor. 'Cause I stubbed my toe while I was scrubbing out your sheets. I broke my robe once I thought you wouldn't leave. And I don't know how this all still comes back to me after that many blows to the head. So just let me sit the great queen's sinking ship, while the westerlies blow in my ears. I'll eat spoonfuls of honey, good goddamn ain't it funny, and I'll kick back cheap bitter cold beers. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. Bring it down, bring it down.
Thank you. What was that? Hello? Did you guys hear that? Was that a ghost?
Oh, okay. How y'all doing tonight? Pretty good. I'm really good. Let's see. Okay, my name's Melina, and I'm going to be doing some poems for you. And I do want to provide a trigger warning beforehand. I do speak about like rape culture and assault and sexuality, so I do apologize if it makes anyone uncomfortable. And if you feel like you need to excuse yourself, no problem at all. We won't even look at you. Okay. When I was 15 years old, I tossed my virginity onto the table like it was the missing card from an empty deck. And maybe I'm just a bitter morning glory today, but feels like I'm on the highway sopping wet, with my thumb out, with my bra strapped around my back like a flag. Look, I was born on the 4th of July, so I know every time you kiss me it tastes like freedom, but I am not just an envelope you put your mouth to and drop in a box to get sent elsewhere. You kissed me last night. And not like I was the moon on a beach in Mission Bay, sailboats like flagposts, and our laughter lit with whiskey. Nah, you kissed me like you had something to prove. Like I was the bigger half of the sandwich your friend didn't quite finish, like I was the stupid plastic singing fish on your wall. But in truth, I am starlight. I am warm breeze through cream blinds and sweet tea on the patio where my grandfather sat next to me and said, I wish you could be here all the time. I know we can't always have what we want, but at least we have our wishes. And I'll tell you what, if I were a fish, I'd be a guppy or a minnow, something small and slight, a sliver of the night's reflection and always slipping between your fingers, because you may have kissed me last night, but I sure as hell am not dwelling on it like I did that last card 9 years ago. I don't cry over spilled milk anymore. Instead, I stomp in the puddles and pray my feet make cottage cheese. And I'll tell you what, someday I'll be on a beach in Mission Bay, my legs unshaved, my heart unscathed, and I'll stick my feet down in the sand all the way up to my ankles, white bubbles crashing up against my thighs, and I'll wonder who that poem was ever about in the first place. Thank you very much. You guys are a killer audience. It's almost kind of scary. Okay, this poem is called Jerusalem. Sometimes I think you just want it back into a womb. But because I wouldn't offer you mine, wouldn't cradle you like an egg in the space that I instead gave to my sanity, you sought solace in the nearest warm, dark place that would have you, seeking sanctuary in the plastic stained glass window, the dark and empty hollow where all your pride should have been. See, you were like a child when I left you. Your skin was thin and pale and veiny till you went barging through Jerusalem, desperate, mad, and banging on every door in town. Their knockers old and worn and hanging until finally you found an inn one that could seemingly house Joseph, your white-knuckled fear. Madonna, grown swollen by the seed of your ego, the baby, which always shows in the knit of your eyebrows and the wetness seeping from beneath them, and even the ass that you made of yourself. Carrying all three and your baggage on its weary, breaking back. Let me explain if I haven't been clear yet. No matter how hard you suck on your lover's breasts, you won't ever draw milk from them. And no matter how hard you try to pound your seed right through some girl, she can't ever give birth to you again. Just because I am woman enough does not mean that I will keep you here pressed to the warmth of my chest. And I hate to break it, baby, but you're just a sad and badly crafted puppet, hanging by your wrists from the G-strings of a new and improved, willing and able, sexy and rude, comes free with cable, less informed version of me, who could never love you like I do, simply because I refuse to. Simply because I would not be made your mother at the age of 18, because I don't want to star in your mama's boy slick, sick, wet dream. And God damn it, son, even Pinocchio admitted that he longed to be a boy. So why don't you hop down from that workbench, get back to teething on your toys, or maybe take off that nice suit before you run and get it dirty, or just stop trying on the shoes of a man who's truly worth me. Because someday I am gonna find someone that doesn't talk down to me just because I stand a little bit taller than him. And no, I am not speaking literally, but it would take the life and breath from me to try to get you to wrap your mind around all this. So let's just hope that that umbilical cord you keep choking yourself with finally snaps your head free. And there, in the newly broken air, once the dust and blood of Nazareth has all settled down and cleared, and the filthy film of afterbirth wiped from your almost open eyes, you might see me, telling my sweet and smiling baby girl about the million things she's sure to lose here in this world. Her favorite shoes, her train of thought, yes, even her virginity, but how none of that will matter if she holds tightly to her dignity. Thank you so much. All right, this next one I'm going to read because I have not memorized it. This is about walking around at night. Close your eyes. It is midnight. A lazy breeze filters through the half-open window. Something is calling you. It is midnight and the moon is stark, naked, swollen and baited, soft belly pregnant with promise and magic and mystery and tide strings. And nightly, you lace your fingers through keychain arsenals. You never can be too safe. I am trying to remember when I first learned survival. My 6-year-old cousin turns my disarmed pepper spray over in her tiny hands, playing with the flashlight on my rape whistle. They blow through the mouthpiece and it makes the purest sound. Her mother and I don't talk, but we are both watching her little fingers turn. I wonder if we're thinking the same thing, both praying to a God we don't quite believe in, that she won't have to learn about keychains just yet. About the walk to her car, about the Wolverine claw she'll craft out of keyblades each time she walks outside. Baby, you are gonna be a warrior and a worrier. The other day, my coworkers snuck out the back door of our hotel at shift change so the strange man who had been watching her for hours wouldn't follow her home. She took her shoes off so he wouldn't hear her feet on the tile floor. It was broad daylight. We scale the line daily between protecting our breath, fist clutched tight to ripcord, and not looking crazy. They keep asking me why I'm checking under cars. Don't you think maybe you're overreacting? But what if her grandmother cries, weeps at the moon's feet for her holy bones, her hallowed home, which burglars can breach and break. Even friends, lovers can hurt you. You never can be too safe. It is midnight, and the moon, she loves you. wants only to rain down her glimmer on your perfect shoulders. She never wanted it to be like this. Watching helpless from her tower, she's so high up, she's so far away. Thank you guys so much. I just have 2 more for you, and then we're gonna listen to Audrey play some really good music. This poem is called On Forgetting to Wear Your Stockings. There's an important line in there. I say, it's still consensual if you never say stop. That is not true. And for me, it's about taking part in situations that that I didn't want to because I thought I was supposed to, if that makes sense. Today, I helped my mother clear out our garage. We carried my childhood furniture to its final resting place at the edge of the driveway. Slabs of white shelving stained pink with nail polish and a plasticine basket where I used to keep my ankle socks, like baby pink seashells all rolled into knots. The afternoon fades into evening, and now I'm sitting on the front porch, lighting a cigarette, when a red truck pulls in real sly and drives off quiet with my old things. Shivering, I can't help but think of you. Shivering, I can't help but think of you. My silly... Shivering, I can't help but think of you. My pink underwear, the silly bows sliding to the floor 2 nights ago when I trudged to your door in the dark. I cursed myself for not clipping my toenails because I thought the sight of them, overgrown at the edge of your bed, was just too much for you to swallow. But it was my toenails that got me into my sneakers, and my sneakers that got me out your door, past your roommates cackling in the hall, down 12 steps and across 6 blocks, past the gas station, past the cat calls, my heart dropping faster than nightfall because it is still consensual if you never say stop, if you smile and laugh it off, like you never ever wore pink socks in the first place. And my old white desk lies under a pile of plywood now, mounting like the hot pink roots of heat inside my chest as you mounted me and rode off into the sunset, dust and tumbleweeds gathering around my feet, my girlhood shed like cicada shells. I wonder if Nicki Minaj ever lays in that king-size bed alone, clutching thighs that have been made worldwide, crawling in skin that isn't even her own. I wonder if she ever feels a chill after the industry loves her up, paints her image pedal by pretty across the globe, and then leaves her shivering on rickety billboards by the side of the road. How there's no one to blame for that shame but herself because she signed the contract long before she slipped into the lacy gown of womanhood. The fine print was stitched into her very first pair of pink socks. You will be paid less. You will be given a dress which you must wear stockings with. If they are too thin, you're asking for it. And if they are too thick, loosen up. Girl, don't be such a prude. In this life, you will have 2 costume options, nun or sexy kitten. You can even wear both, but your uniform is mandatory. It is still consensual if you never say stop, if you smile and laugh it off, if you claim it's what you want, if you flaunt the curve of your back because the rest of you's been left at the end of the drive anyway. I wonder if Britney Spears shaved her head so she could finally get some air. To show them the skin they didn't demand they see, like my overgrown toenails at the end of my feet. Like the weight of my adolescent ascent becoming ash as we speak. The hot pink acetone, all hissing and molten. The long walk home, the shedding of clothes. It's all rising in smoke like ribbons. Thank you so much. You guys are a really incredible audience. All right, I have just one more for you. How come I only write poems about my broken heart? I always gotta wear it on my shirt sleeves, like, look, right here, next to the snot stains and the mascara goo. This is left over from those nights I was too hysterical to do anything but chain smoke, or watch Nicki Minaj videos, or cry. I was pissed because my black lipstick didn't look as good on my webcam. I was sick from too much red wine and watching like 15 episodes of Def Jams. My sister always finds me holed up in my bedroom after the breakup. My bedroom transformed into a middle school science class. Because every remnant of our love I have pinned to the walls like butterflies, their fragile wings splayed out. Every time I try to touch them, the slick oil of my fingertips splits and spoils them, turning glitter into dust, into ash. So I just let my fingers hover, like they do above the send button on lonely nights when the glow of my phone offers up old lovers' names like promise. I want to write a poem about the nights I didn't call, how the mornings after always feel like coming up, like surfacing, like laughter, like I can't believe I was really that scared to sleep alone when my body has promised never to stop cradling me. Like maybe it's a rope swing and it's hanging over Wildcat Creek, which means even if I go off that deep end, I'm only up to my knees. Why am I so caught up in being heartsick when my gut always guides me right? I mean, the best laughs are belly laughs, and mine always start at night. They swell from the negative space between all my aches like nectarine, like steam rising, my laughter cracking the morning open like an eggshell. My body is a lawn full of stragglers from yesterday's rally, and we are not going home yet. We are putting more lipstick on and scrawling joy-drunk wisdom onto bathroom stalls. I don't want to fall in love. I'd rather fall asleep in my bed alone, basking in the warm patches of window light. I don't want to be angry. I want to be indifferent. I want to be so drenched in the sweet downpour of my life that I forget all about butterfly wings or running into his mother, or flipping from Facebook to Tumblr, to Facebook to Tumblr, to Twitter, to bed, to dead. I'd rather live today like I'm 8 years old again. My downy hair stuck out all over from way too much dreaming. I'm gonna be sweet corn slimy from ear to ear, and I got blackberry stains as a pair of gloves. So I don't need these fingers to hover over anything. 'Cause I'm only gonna reach for the things that won't sting me, the things that won't fall apart in my arms, leaving me dusty palmed. No more rusty songs to cry over alone. No more broken hearts dotting the I's in my poems. I'd rather tell you about fireflies or rope swings, or that lap around the track when I kissed each knee as it came up off the ground. Pound the alarm, Nikki. Tell them I'm ready to write my own single, cause all these Waynes and Drakes keep trying to butter me up with their young money, but I don't accept bread when I already have dinner on the table. This is not a breakup poem. This is a love song to myself. I may have a quiver in my lip, but remember, quivers hold arrows. Thank you so much.